guys. Today we're going to go over the brand new Panzer Arms EG240. And we're going to directly compare that to the older EG240 and basically go over the feature differences that you're getting between the two here. But before I get into all of that, what is my relationship with Panzer Arms himself? I do have a lot of their shotguns. I've purchased a couple of them and they've sent me a couple of them as well. And this one here, they did send out to me. Now let's start at the muzzle end here. They have the same barrel. They have the same little thread-on muzzle attachment here that has this, I guess this like tooth breacher muzzle in there. Maybe if you want to shove that into a door hinge or something and blow that off. But it has the cool looking ports on there too. They're both exactly the same in those features. But what you're going to see at the bottom there is that this new EG240 comes with a mag tube extension now. This is a 7-round mag tube, opposed to, I believe this is the 5-round mag tube here, which has also that like breacher end there. If you wanted to put that mag tube extension, I believe they sell them separately, and you could very well put that one onto this one. You just gotta twist this off. There's a limiter in there, and you just swap that out and put on the new mag tube. Now, another similar feature is essentially the handguard, the rail here. They do both feature the same exact, I think, yeah, it's pretty much the same handguard here, and you get 1913 on the right, 1913 on the left. You have a QD attachment point on both of those as well. So if you want to put lights, lasers, put a sling on here, you can very well do that. And this one has a nice Cerakote job here. This is like a American flag, like gunmetal gray Cerakote. They do offer them in the older versions, but this one I just chose to have it as a black one. Now, another difference you're going to see are the sights. You get flip up sights on this one here, on the new EG240, but on the older one, I took them off, but I believe it came with like some like knockoff Magpul flip up sights, like the Embus sights, and I could really care less for those. I actually really like these ones here. So these ones, when you flip them up, they'll co-witness with your optic. This one obviously sits really far down, so I can't co-witness with that one, but if you have a taller optic, they will co-witness with it. And you flip them down, you have a rear sight built in when you flip it down, and when you flip this front one down, you kind of get like pistol iron sights through here that do co-witness. I didn't really pay attention to that, but I can see the front sight very well there. So if you do run a lower optic like this, you can very well co-witness with these irons here, or these flip up sights here. So I don't know if I can get you a good view there. I don't think, oh, there it goes. You can see kind of like a little notch cut out there, and then at the front muzzle in there, hopefully I can get you a better picture. You can see that there's a little nub right there that's showing you that there are built-in backup sights in your built-in backup sights. Now, moving on to another difference that you're getting with the newer one here is this match saver. This is just an M-locked on match saver to the M-lock slot that you'll see on here. They both have the same exact M-lock slot. So if you wanted to add a match saver, you can on this one, but this new EG240 comes with one. I really like utilizing that match saver. It's really cool to just get it with your hand here and just slide it across the receiver and go ahead and slap that inside the chamber and hit that bolt release. And to talk about the bolt release here, it is oversized compared to the original EG240, where you had this just button right here. Nothing wrong with that, but if you do put that match saver on there, you're trying to put that in there, it's probably going to be maybe a little slower when it comes to slapping that bolt home. This one is extremely simple and fast. So if you had a match saver shell here, you just pop that in, hit that forward, and you're good to go. I do those very, very quick and easy on this one here. Now, on the receiver itself, you'll notice that you can see right through that there, and that's because there's a cutout on this side. So if you wanted to make this charging handle on the other side, you very well can swap that thing over now. And that, I don't know, I kind of still like the traditional shotgun on the right side, but maybe if you are kind of loading down here, I get that you would probably get a little bit faster I guess, loads if you wanted to. So you pop them in and you kind of have to just rack here and you're good to go. So it's cool to have that option that you can just swap that over whenever you wanted to. Now, another change on the receiver is the loading port. They pretty much cut that down, so if you wanted to do quad loads or double loads, it's not going to get in your way anymore. This one, you can see that it's flat right here, so if you wanted to get, you have to be more precise when you're doing this one, so you kind of have to stick them at an angle and put them in. This one, it gives you a little bit more, I guess if you fumble it, you won't fumble it as bad because you got another, like basically it makes it a little bit more enlarged right here and a little bit easier to do your loads. I much prefer this over that one there because sometimes I'll get my finger caught in that one. This one I didn't have any issues just loading or loading single shells if I needed to. Another feature on this receiver, big changes to the receiver on this one here, guys, is the little QD attachment that's built into the receiver itself. You do not have that one on the original EG240 here. Now, again, big changes to the receiver. You got it cut down, then you got a QD attachment point there installed. Now, moving on down to the trigger, you got a nickel trigger here, which is, I think, just a color change. It's probably going to be a little bit smoother feeling because it does have maybe a slicker coating on it now, but to me, I didn't really feel too much of a difference between this one and that one. Maybe just a little bit smoother. Let me just go ahead and test them out right now while I'm at it. So this one, okay, let me get this one out. Yeah, I guess I can feel a little bit of the take up feels kind of the same. The wall feels the same. The break feels the same, but the smoothness coming back feels a little bit different than that one. That one feels a little bit more maybe grittier than this one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that coating on here is making it a little bit smoother when it comes down to that pull. Now moving on back to the stock, they both come with essentially identical stocks here. But what Panzer Arms did inform me on was that you can use the M4 collapsible stock. So let me see, I have one over here. Let me bring it out for you. So Panzer Arms did inform me that this collapsible stock here for the M4 is now compatible with the new EG240. Now, I didn't really pay attention to this earlier if it was even compatible with the older one, but they did tell me that, hey, just mention that they can put the M4 collapsible stock on this now, which I think is cool because I didn't really think of changing this stock, but now that I have the option, or I can just go ahead and slap that one on here if I wanted to, but I don't know. I still kind of like this fixed stock look. And that pretty much does it, guys, for all the new features on the EG240. They still both come with that very cool BPS system, which stands for Battle Piston System. I think that's what they call it, but it's like a spring or the piston that goes over the barrel itself, and not like you usually see them around the mag tube, but this one goes around the barrel, which is makes for an actual really smooth, soft shooting shotgun. But aside from that, guys, I only really put like 250 shells or something like that through this thing. Didn't have any issues within that first 250. But again, I'm not really shooting a whole lot of shells through these just because I don't have a whole lot of shells lying around. So I'll kind of do 250 here, 300 there, whatever it is, whenever I do some reviews on this. But I want to do some more long-term testing. But those of you that own Panzer shotguns, how many rounds or shells do you have through yours? I want to know what your guys' round count is because, yeah, there's these Turkish shotguns, or a lot of Turkish guns coming out lately, and yeah, they're kind of taking the market by storm, especially for the price. And to talk about price, I think this one specifically here is like 350 or something like that on Palmetto, 330 or somewhere around there, which is a hell of a price for what you're getting feature-wise on this one. I did another review on some, on actually that Panzer M4 and the Panzer M4 Speed Pro, I believe. And they're probably only about 50 bucks off. And for me, I don't know the price of this one right now. I don't even know if they're still on shelves anymore because this new one came out. But if you're gonna spend around 300 for this new or something like that, I would just spend the extra 50 bucks and get all the features on the new one. You got that charging handle you can swap around, that enlarged port, and the QD attachment point there. That itself, just because that's actual machining done to the receiver, is definitely a lot more than 50 bucks. So if you wanted to do that to your older one, you're probably gonna spend a lot more than just buying the new Panzer EG240. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Catch you in the next one.